I finally grew enough wheat to fill the breadbasket. Hey, does it have to be a double chest? Aw, man. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Monotonous Minecraft, episode 63. We're here in one of my test worlds to show you that this iron farm does not work on the PC Legacy, or the console Legacy version, PS4. This is the Raise Work one. I've tried several others of this type. I have found out, like yesterday, that on PS4 you need 11 villagers to get an iron golem, not just 3. And you know what? I don't know if this scaredy guy works at all. Name tag. Because, you know, that's how a zombie would say name tag. Did my son renamed that guy? I don't know. Anyway, yeah, the good news is I did find a way to make an iron farm on our world. So let's go do it. Okay, so it's time to say goodbye to the old iron farm. Well, we're not getting rid of it completely. We're just going to transform it into a working iron farm after the Village and Pillage update. Is that what broke it? I think it was broke. Well, that's what broke it. The real fun part is going to be clearing out all my villagers here. I can't just like kill them or anything because I still need them for the farm. Because what we're gonna do, here's some ingredients. The glass, I figure we'll make it green. You'll see why we need all this stuff. The soul sand and the water buckets are to get the villagers to where we need them to be. The blocks are because I built this stupid. Now, if you remember, I had this glass, you know, thing covering my ocean monument I took out, and I built the iron farm on that. Iron golems won't spawn on glass. I was getting plenty of iron here, but it could have been way more efficient. And we're going to try to make this one more efficient by replacing the glass with stone. Now, the design I took the hint off of, and who taught me that you need 11 villagers, not just 3, is The Great Escape. Thank you very much for that. Most of the YouTubers I watch are not PS4 specific, so when I was searching for an iron farm, I finally gave up. I tried a bunch of different varieties. None of them worked at all. I mean, I was down to the point of thinking I could build some sort of iron golem trap in my existing village, the big one with all the iron golems, just to kill them off. Maybe I still will, just as a exercise in silliness. But the basic idea of this one is we're actually going to keep the base layer, you know, but with the bricks and the stone blocks instead of the glass where iron golems won't spawn at all. Not that I saw them spawn on my test world here, but it's going to be better than nothing. We're going to keep that layer. We're going to build up the top layer out, and we're going to cram all the villagers to the middle. Here, give me some dirt so I can see what's going on. So in this little 4x4 hole, we're going to widen that out, throw the villagers in there, and then the iron golems will start spawning again. And we've got 20 villagers, if none of them have died, which I don't think they have. Well, that certainly doesn't look like 20. Maybe they've died. We're going to cram as many villagers as we have in there, at least 11. We're going to put some beds out over here on this side and that side, 24 beds. I don't have any beds or bread. I've got bread. There's bread right there. Or bed making materials. Luckily, I've got a wool farm, so that'll help out. Hey, and a tree farm. No problem. The first step, though, is going to be remove a bunch of these bits. We don't need the doors anymore. We need to remove all the water temporarily. We're going to need to move the lava. It's going to be a fun process. But the good news is if you've already built this iron farm on your world, you can now convert it so you don't have to rebuild from scratch and just have this useless lump of, well, mine's bone blocks, just sitting here in your world. You can actually use it, and that way we're good to go. So when we AFK down there to get our guardian loot. We'll also get some iron. It's not nearly as efficient as it used to be. That's fine. We're still getting free iron, and that's the whole point. So let me prepare the location for the villagers and possibly a way to get them in said location. And then we'll worry about actually building out the rest of it. You know what else I'm going to do? I'm going to go ahead and replace the floor with stone bricks instead of glass. So, you know, whatever. This will be the holding pen for the villagers. In the bottom out of, you know, some lanterns. Got tons of them. Plus it'll make sure that nothing nasty spawns in there. Or really anything else. This is just the same top. I just removed all the water. I've got this little trappy thing set up. So we've got a line of villagers under here. And this just happened to be the right distance for 1 block of water. So this is 9 away. So, you know, water travels 8. Then I'll go straight in there. Now we'll build up some walls on this side. Get down underneath here. And... hey, buddy. We'll put some soul sand down there. I've got some more signs to get some water in there, and I don't know. We'll figure something out. Basically, we'll just create a water column up here, and if need be, stand over here and push them. Give them a little nudge to make sure that they go down the water. So let me set that up. Maybe successfully get 1 or 2 of them. Show you how it's actually done, not just my theory, although it should work fine. The hard part will just be making sure we get them all in a stupid water column and then not just hang out on this block, move them down, and after that they'll just all crowd in there. And then once we get them on this side, we'll build the same thing on that side and we'll have them in. And then the rest of this is actually super easy. This is the hardest part. Removing the glass down below was annoying, but you know, it had to happen. Oopsie. So let me get a couple successfully done, or maybe not, and we'll check back in. So far, so good. Oh, hey. Nice. He was stuck there, then he moved on his own volition. Whew. That was both easier and harder than I thought. They're all crammed in there now. Okay, next step is I'm going to take off these little holding pens that we did have on here. And then we need to adjust our land a bit. So as we mentioned before, iron golems won't spawn on glass. That's cool. Lots of glass here. Not so much here. I don't know if how closely you noticed, but I've actually already moved this out of my way. The heads of the beds are going to be, that rhymes, are going to be lined up with these blocks. And iron golems can spawn within 7 or 8 in either direction from the heads. Now going from the center, we're all going to do 6 out. And so we're going to count out from here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because that's what will do it. And we'll put that there, and then we're going to count out from this spot, which is the wall they'll be on. We're going to count out 8. So this will be 1, but we're going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ish. And we're going to do that all the way around. So this whole thing needs to be replaced with glass this side. And a little bit on this side, and a little bit wrapped around to here. I'm in the lower level. I've got all the sides done down to this, just 1 block here. Oh no, I can't get that ink sac. You can see the glass. Didn't take that much. I also finished in, this used to be where the doors were, I put them in. Just to make it match. Not that it matters whatsoever. So, the platform here is where the villagers are. We're going to end up breaking up, so there'll be glass here. We're going to end up breaking it out 2 from each point. And we want the water, is it from there? No, it's, yeah, from there. We want the water to be able to flow to this spot, so we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then a third for the band around it at the top. What we're going to do down here, and eventually at the top there, is we're actually going to do this so mobs don't spawn on it, and it holds our water in, just like we had it before. So this bottom one will be fairly identical to the top layer of the old farm. The new one will widen out just enough so the water flows in. Otherwise, we'll set up the water streams the exact same way. So let me build that, and we'll climb up top and show you where the streams are and how everything gets set up. Alright, so you're going to want to put in your water up here and down below before you put in the beds. Because not long after you put in the beds, there's going to be stuff spawning, and if you get an iron golem where you don't want it, then you have to kill it, and the easiest way is to set fire to it, and it takes forever, blah, 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 blah. So, standard way of doing this. Now, there are some people who will put 3 blocks here. Just remember, skip a block, because you're going to put 1 on this, but then the rest of them you're going to do this, and it's a lot easier if you create an infinite water source. If you remember how. Sometimes I get these wrong. Like, just missed one. And finally finish it up there. And then I'll go ahead and put one here. And one here. And get rid of that. This is the same way we did it last time, just a slightly larger scale. Alright, so let's carry it down here, pick up our torches. So you see right here where it ends at 2. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in all the water sources. Then I'm going to go from down below and break these out. Yeesh, they're loud. Alright. So the idea is that the iron golems will spawn on this platform above. They get washed away. They won't get caught up. I hope this overhang's not too much. If it is, we'll just get rid of it. And then down below here is where the lava is. Ooh, I've got to move the lava. Why? Because cats. Cats follow the same spawning rules as iron golems, and so cats will spawn, which means this is also a little string farm. How handy. Why do I have 2 buckets without water in them? Oh. Alright. While I figure out where the nearest water is that I can reach. Oh wait, I can just go down there. Here are my platforms for the beds. So the heads of the beds will go towards the middle. What'll happen is that the villagers will kind of pick up the beds, which will make this a village, just like the old style did with the what's the word I'm looking for? With the doors. So that'll be the last thing we do. So what I'll do is I'll place the bed, well, semi-last. I'll place the beds in all of these, both sides. I'll get rid of the dirt and finish the slabs all the way around. And then that should be it. We're ready to go. Oh! Nope. Lava. Gotta move the lava. Yeah. So right now the lava blade is right down there, and it's where it was. It's 2 above. Cats will just slip right through that. So what you gotta do is leave the block, the signs where they are, but move the lava source up 3 blocks above. That's all. That'll kind of fill up a giant cavity so that the cats will die on the way down. One of my cats right now is looking at me like offended. It's a game, kitty. You'll be fine. In general, you know, we've got that the border 65 blocks away from the center part of this. Actually, I think it's from the edges. You're not going to want to put any beds or workstations or anything like that in that thing, just in case, in that circumference, in that area. Yeah, just in case. So I'm going to sit here for a while and hopefully see some iron golems or a cat spawn. Either one I know it'll work. Check the loot chest and look, string. That means cats are spawning, which means iron golems can spawn. The other thing I was worried about was the fact that in the testing world I just used a spawn egg. And I stole all these villagers from other places, and then some of them are nitwits. Well, you just really never know what's going to go on. You can't trust the system. So anyway, there you go. It's how you convert an existing iron golem farm from before Village and Pillage into a working one now. Is it future-proof? Probably not, but it seems to be going to be probably be okay for the time being. I don't know. It also kind of looks cooler. A little more exposed. I guess the other one was kind of a giant monolith that was, you don't know, kind of ugly to run by. This one, it's like I said, it's not going to be super efficient. It'll get you some iron, it'll get you some string. But, you know, still, we're creating blocks out of thin air. And I realize, you know, I've got a very small, finite world here, so I've always been concerned about glass. Right now, I'm concerned about grass, or the dirt blocks. I finished leveling out that section of it, so the only part of this quadrant is this little mountain here. There's not enough dirt to fill in the remainder of this ocean area, even with all the dirt I took out here, because obviously that wasn't a lot of dirt. So I'm going to start stealing dirt from other parts, and I don't know what will happen if I run out of dirt. It seems silly to go mining for dirt. I'm branch mining. Are you looking for diamonds? No, I'm looking for dirt. Such is my life. What do I do this to myself? You also notice there's a strip of dirt I left all the way around the edge because I wasn't going to try to dig under that. It was annoying enough to get this dirt replaced with glass. And I made it green because I've got tons of green dye. Yeah, the cactus farm is working way too well with just 4 levels. We'll check that out again on a later episode. For right now, thank you for watching. As always, like, comment, subscribe. I will catch you all later.